Hello YouTube, and how are you today? I've had a request to redo one of my most successful videos, the differences between goth and emo, so I'm gonna just give you the whole lowdown on that, talk about it, rant about it, and like I said in my other video, if I say anything that offends you, or if you take any of this video offensively, you're the dumbass who's watching it. Anyway, this is the original video, so if you ever want to go take a look at that, I'll put a link in the description. Now, originally I did this video as a rant about an argument I had with one of my friends about what was goth and what was emo, what they listened to, how it worked, like which one was better, and the real answer is nothing's better. I mean, it just depends on personal preference. Like, I dress in a gothic style. Goths have a lot of variation. A lot of it. Like, as you can see right here, there's just a lot of variation. So we have the first one, the trad goth, I guess, the romantic goth, the cyber goth, the fetish goth, the hippie goth, the J goth, the Riverhead, the perky goth, which in my personal opinion, I don't think that should be called the perky goth on this image. I guess it's not the best representation, but that looks more to me as pastel goth than any other goth. My fiance's pastel goth, and I stayed true to it the entire time we've been together. I'm gonna say that was wrong. It's not right. Anyway, the mopey goth, the death rocker, the baby bat, the corpse god, goth. Oh, gods, yeah, we're gods over there. The Victorian goth, the medieval goth, the metalhead, the emo goth, which I don't personally think exists. The vampire goth, the geek goth, the goth Billy, I guess. I don't know. 20, number 20. You can read that yourself, I don't feel like doing that. And the steampunk goth, which I actually really enjoy. Now, if I were to classify myself into one of these categories, I would probably... Ooh, it's a big one, big pick. I don't classify myself into a category of goth. I just kind of intertwine bits and pieces that I like about each one of them. But, you know what, if I was going to go full out and just go right into a full out branch goth, I'd choose vampire goth. I love the fangs, I love the clothing, I love the Victorian style, I love everything about it. It's just amazing. Let's get on the topic of the emo kids now. Let's shove on over to that. Again, my opinion, if I offend you, you shouldn't have been watching my video in the first place if I'm going to offend you in any way. I gave that warning. Okay, in my opinion, emo kids are children of the darkness. They hide behind their hair, they hide behind their clothes. One of the stereotypes of being emo is y'all look like clones. I wanted to be emo, like I mentioned in my old video. I wanted the hair, I wanted the swooshiness, I wanted everything. I used to be like that, but eventually I wanted to, more than fit in, I wanted to stand out. And that's why I wanted to be emo in the first place, was to stand out. But as soon as I started noticing that every emo kid walked around looking exactly the same, that's when I began to, you know, look for different types of styles that would still make me stand out in a way that I could express myself in the, you know, darker style that I enjoy, but still being able to distinguish myself from the rest of the people who dress like that. And I chose to be my own subtype of goth. That's the number one difference. Emos hide, goths don't. I'll go a bit into the origins in just a moment. Emo originated in the 80s from a type of emotional metalcore type of music that people would like to listen to, and this music would always have like feelings and bring up certain feelings in people that would make them sad or bring just angry feelings, emotional feelings. As the 80s progressed into the early 90s, things started to take a darker turn. Anyone who listened to this type of music began to dress in darker clothes, just started to build the foundation for what emo was based off of. And then nearing the early 2000s, the late 90s is when punk and emo music started to take off. And it wasn't until the mid 2000s that emo music became huge. of course, there was emo bands like Green Day, which is my personal favorite band. So, and it's classified as an emo band. Well, it was classified as an emo band for quite a while. And again, my all-time favorite band. So again, I have nothing against emo kids. I'm just not one. The origins of goth are a bit strange. Like, I did a bunch of research for this video, and I don't know, trying to pinpoint the origins of goth was hard because I sourced a bunch of different sites, and each one of the sites gave me a little bit of a different explanation, but it was almost, but they were similar enough for me to summarize what I'm about to say. Goth originated in England in the late 80s, or the style goth was based off of Victorian clothing, medieval clothing, and medieval style, pretty much like a lot of things, like the darker, older, medieval Victorian stuff. Goths, that's pretty much what we're all about. We're all about the beauty of the architecture in the world. We're all about the beauty of inner self and expressing that to other people so that they can also, you know, feel that. Remember how I was talking about the perky goth and the pastel goth, and how I think that the perky goth is, you know, just the same as pastel goth and probably shouldn't have been in that picture? Well, this is my fiance. She's
Hi.
Pastel goth all the way, and she's beautiful. Most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Anyway, what the fuck?
Okay, the reason I chose pastel goth is because it's kind of like cute, and I like cute stuff, and I was like kind of seen before, I'll admit that, but I was really like emo at one point too, but then I like switched to being pastel goth because I like always liked goth style, and pastel goth's like sort of seen because you get to be really cute, but you also get to wear like dark colors, so it's like a nice scene. I like that.
Yeah, it's like the best of both worlds. You can be cute and adorable and love rainbows and ponies, and you can also love death and despair and you know, things throwing up eyeballs, like I don't know, like stuff like that. It's pretty weird. I mean, I recently saw a picture of a unicorn with its guts hanging out, but its guts were rainbow colored, so I don't know, it was pretty funny. But yeah, that's pretty much what the entire style is about, and it's pretty cool. I mean, the amount of backstory behind every branch of goth is just, it's great. I love it. It's just, that's why I prefer goth over emo, but again, if you take offense to it, it's not my problem. As much information as that was, as much differences as there is between emos and goth, I mean, this is what an emo kid looks like, and this is what a goth kid looks like, and, I mean, it's different, but it's not that different. We're all people. We all have the same insides. We all have the same body structure. The only difference we have is our minds, and it's what we choose to do with our minds and how we choose to express our minds is what makes us who we are. This is Shadow Wolf 6611, and as always, have a great fucking day, and you know the rest.
And my YouTube channel is Fall For You 4. I don't do any rant videos like I haven't yet, but I do make covers of songs. So.
She has a voice of an angel.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.